E equals MC squared.
I don't understand.
I wish I had something better to teach you with.
Check out this new technology.
Woo! Wow, technology makes everything better. Stay tuned to find out more because
Education Today starts now.
Welcome to Education Today. I'm Chris Garatano, Armstrong School District's multimedia technician. Over the last few years, we brought our district technology directors in to talk about what's new and exciting in the world of technology that has been implemented into our district. In the past, we've covered our new district website, laptop carts, and many other things. This year, we will give an update on our current technologies, but add a few new things as well and what is planned moving forward. To talk more about this, the Armstrong School District technologies, we have Mr. Brad Schreckengost with us. Welcome to Education Today. Would you please introduce yourself for our viewers and your role at the district?
Hi, my name is Brad Schreckengost. I'm the Director of Technology for the Armstrong School District. I grew up in Armstrong School District. I am from Rural Valley, Pennsylvania. Graduated from Shannock Valley High School. Upon graduation, I went to Indiana University of Pennsylvania and received a bachelor's and master's degree in education. After I graduated from college, I moved to Maryland, where I taught first grade and third grade for a few years, and then eventually went to Fairfax County, Virginia, where I taught at Fairfax County Public Schools for a number of years. While teaching there, I was promoted into a role of a technology support position, school-based technology support specialist, where I actually trained teachers on the implementation of technology into the curriculum. Did that for a year, and then was promoted on to a PC technician with the school district. Was also promoted to a senior technology specialist where I managed 8 other individuals in about 12 schools with their technology issues, all desktop and server support. Eventually, the last few years that I worked at Fairfax County Public Schools, I was a manager of the desktop support division of Fairfax County Public Schools, where we managed 93,000 desktops and about 20,000 laptops. I did that for a number of years before deciding with my wife and my family to move back home, and now I'm the Director of Technology for the Armstrong School District.
Okay. How long have you been back here now?
5 years.
Okay. Now there are various technologies that are used throughout the district. Can you give us a brief overview of what things are out there?
I can give you a brief overview. There's lots of technologies out there. It's hard to remember them all off the top of my head, but currently we have about 3,000 computers, desktop computers in the schools. We have probably about 1,300 laptops. Within the last 2 weeks, we rolled out about another 130 iPads, which we were very excited about for teachers and students. We have those implemented in the school district. We have whiteboards. With the stimulus money we received a few years ago, we were able to put whiteboards. So we are still in the installation process, but we will have whiteboards when we are finished in a few months in every classroom, a core curriculum classroom from K through 12. I think we're in the last phase of installation right now, and we're currently installing these whiteboards at Katanning High School. We also have a number of document cameras out there that the teachers use to project, different items, paper or different types of things onto the whiteboards. As a big assist, we have Mobies, which are mobile whiteboards that teachers have, which, with a whiteboard is an electronic chalkboard basically.
Right.
But the teachers are tied to the front of the room with the Mobi slates. They can actually move around circulate around the classroom, so it's a little more convenient with teachers. We have active response systems, which are voting systems where teachers can use to give impromptu quizzes. They can use for games, those types of things. And we have numerous software packages that I couldn't even begin to name that we utilize daily by our students and teachers.
Okay. And I guess one of the newest things with that is the iPads, because that's a new thing this year, right? Going into the iPads now?
Yes, it is. We looked at a number of different, you want to call them slates. You hear them called slates, Androids, and different type operating systems. We kind of finally settled in on the iPad. It's just the ease of use and just the free apps that are out there for the students and the teachers. It's amazing. So we're real excited about rolling these out, and we hope to continue to roll these out over the next few years.
Okay. I know as we spoke, as part of the ASD Foundation, we're looking to trying to also, support some iPads into some of the classrooms moving forward, primary buildings. So we're hoping to roll that out here in the spring. I know we talked to you about that. So
Yes, that's a very exciting initiative.
now, how can people take? We talked about the website last year, but just for anybody who may not have seen the episode, people that may be new in the district, how can people take full advantage of our website? Like, what functionality do we have with it?
Well, obviously the website is to advertise and communicate with the public. I think the best way for somebody to take advantage of the website is to go to the website and register. Once you register with your school or with the district, you can do both. You can receive automated alerts. When a content is updated, it automatically tells you that a page has been changed. We send out alerts for snow days, which will send emails out to the parents and students if they're registered to the site automatically. So just to keep in touch with the school district with the current issues and just being alert on, we kind of use it as an emergency broadcasting kind of tool also. So.
Okay. Now, last year when we spoke, and it was about this time last year we spoke as well, there were still some features that were trying to be finalized for the website. Are all the features pretty much up and running now?
Yes, we just actually went through a major upgrade about a month ago with the website. It took a few weeks. The website now, we have available various tools, long list of tools for teachers to take advantage with and use on the web pages. Not only can teachers create their own web pages now, they have the ability to create a form or a survey to send out to their students, send out to teachers to collect data. They have the ability to do a WOG, a wiki, all kind of different tools are available. We're just kind of getting off the ground with those tools now. The first initiative when we did the website was to get everybody up and running with learning how to make a web page. We're getting to that point now where most teachers have been able to make their own web pages. Now we're in the second phase, is trying to get those tools rolled out and let them learn how to use them, take advantage of those in the classroom. We just actually went through training about 2 weeks ago with some school-based people, the web curators at each local school, so that they can in turn take those, that training and those tools back to their teachers and show them how to utilize those in the classroom.
Okay. Now, are there any more ways planned to try to continue to improve the website, or is it just kind of as things come up, then you'll look at maybe implementing something new?
It's always changing. It's the website, new technologies and tools emerge. We'll definitely be looking at those tools. But right now, I think it's more of a we're at the point now where we just need to, we have the tools, we have the knowledge now. Now we're going to need to start building out the sites and making it as, be able to communicate with the public effectively. So I think that's where we are at this point.
All right, good. Okay, thanks very much. We're going to take a short break here and be right back with more of Armstrong School District's Education Today. Stick around.
Before I came to IUP, I had no idea what college would be like or what role I would play or where I'd be in the future. But when I came to IUP, everything changed. I met people who really made me feel like I belonged. I had great classes at a great nationally ranked university. Hi, my name is Megan Miller. I'm a fine arts major, and this is my university.
We're back with Armstrong School District's Education Today. We're talking with Mr. Brad Schreckengost of our Armstrong School District Technology Department. Technology is a never-ending field of constant updates and new technologies. One initiative we've discussed in the past are the Classrooms for the Future initiatives, of course. How has the CFF initiatives changed the modern classroom?
Wow, that's a good question. When I came here in 2007 is when the CFF grant we were just kicking it off when I first walked in the door to the Armstrong School District. When I came, we had whiteboards in the classroom, a few whiteboards, very limited technology with, teacher technology and available to the students. With that grant, we were able to, we received 416 laptops, whiteboards for your science, your major core curriculum areas in the high schools. So it has really transformed the way that we teach our children now in the high schools, for sure, with the available technologies and the electronic whiteboards.
Okay, now we talked about how the equipment was originally funded into the district, and it was through stimulus monies, of course. CFF grant helped fund that. Now it's something that we kind of have to fund on our own. So how is that working, like as far as funding it now?
Sure. That's a good question. I kind of first want to start back and talk about that. With the grants and the stimulus money, we did a a big push for implementation of technology within the Armstrong School District. But the implementation of technology has been ongoing in the Armstrong School District. I mean, the previous tech directors in the technology department have been implementing technology all along as the new technologies become available. We were just lucky enough in 2007 to receive the CFF grant, and then and that allowed us to purchase 416 laptops and numerous whiteboards and other technologies, and then we were lucky enough to receive the stimulus money, which allowed us to actually, the CFF grant was focused on your secondary students, while with the stimulus money we were able to turn our focus to the elementary students too. So now, we have technology at all levels, K through 12. So that has really, changed the way we do things. And with funding, we had the stimulus grant, the various grants that we have won in the past, and with the stimulus money, really, technology all along has been funded out of the general fund, the general balance fund of the Armstrong School District. The school board in the Armstrong School District has always been focused on technology and very generous with the money they allocate for the technology department to implement this technology. And with that said, with recent budget cuts, all school districts are suffering. We need to look at a way as a technology department to extend the life of our hardware. One of the ways we're doing that is recently, this year, school year, we've rolled out a number of laptops with the Linux operating system, which is a free open source operating system, a little different than Windows, but very similar. It's a lot easier, I guess a lot less resource intensive on laptops or any hardware. As we roll that out, it actually has the ability maybe to extend our laptop usage for another few years to hopefully get through these tight times. And I'm proud to say that our tech department is probably one of the few school districts going in this direction with the Linux, and because it is very time intensive. You have to have very knowledgeable people to be able to not only install Linux but maintain it and make sure it functions properly with all the other technologies we have in the district.
Right. Constant thing and challenge, I'm sure, for you guys all the time is making sure that everything that you bring in new is functioning with everything that's already here and getting them to work well together. So
definitely a lot of testing, a lot of thought goes into it, and sometimes it doesn't always work right.
Yep.
So.
Well, it's technology, right? If it always worked right, then it wouldn't be the fun part of it. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, now going back for a second to some of this CFF funded technology, what type of benefits does having this implemented in the schools give to the schools?
I think the main benefit when you're talking about 21st century classrooms, we're basically talking about the integration of technology into a classroom. You're talking about the old just chalkboard type teaching. Now we have the whiteboard. We have the ability with the active response systems to impromptu quizzes, those types of things. I think it's more about though is the ability to of collaboration with students with the new technologies. They can work together more easily than they could in the past.
Right.
It's collaboration. It's reaching out, gathering information, and connecting with the rest of the global community. Now no longer are we can find out what other classrooms are doing, not only in another district, but we can connect with them, video cams, different types of ways with using the internet globally. And I think that's the real exciting part, that as teachers become more familiar with technology, students get better with the technology, we're just seeing the tip of the iceberg with the abilities of this technology within the classrooms.
Right. And I think something that maybe even be kind of supplementing what you guys are already doing is, since I do help work with the foundation, the AHS-TV Foundation, we do grants. We do 2 rounds of grants every year, and more and more what I've been seeing and noticing is the majority of these grants coming in, the teachers who are, they write a description of what they're hoping or what they intend to do, and a lot of the materials they're buying are these new technologies that are kind of supplementing what's already in their classrooms to try to push for more 21st century stuff, and it's I think working well hand in hand to update everything at all different levels, even if it isn't like right now the focus was mainly on the core classrooms, of course, and now they're expanding that, but you have these other teachers in different areas that are also doing that through these grant writings. So
yeah, absolutely. Like the foundation, with just the example today, I just set up 3 new iPads for a teacher who received those iPads through the foundation grant. She might machine. That classroom may never got iPads, or maybe for a very long time until we got to those classrooms. So she was able to get a grant, win the grant, get 3 iPads in her classroom to use with her students. So yeah, it's very positive. It's definitely helping with budget with the technologies that we're going to be able to afford in the near future.
Right.
So it's very positive.
Okay. Now, I know that this is a constant thing. Is there kind of like a date out there where you feel like we'll be kind of done implementing, at least getting the whiteboards and the projectors, those kind of things in the room? Because we know technology, you got to constantly be updating it. But
yeah, by the time we get all the whiteboards installed, we'll probably be replacing some of the ones we initially installed. I think that the core curriculum classroom areas will be done within the next 2 months. So we'll have in every classroom for K through 12 core curriculum classrooms, we're going to have a whiteboard. The next focus is going to be all the other classrooms that could have benefit from using a whiteboard. So that will be the next focus, and hopefully within the next 2 years that we'll have whiteboard coverage, and maybe it won't be whiteboards. Maybe we'll be switching to some new technology here shortly. But right now it is the whiteboards as the push.
okay. Now I want to take a moment to acknowledge some of the members of the technology department, because you guys put a lot of hours in and do a lot of hard work, and really are the structure that keep the district running, because everything is driven by technology now. So who does your staff consist of?
Okay, we have Tony Grenda, who was supposed to be here with me today, but he is off sick. We have a flu bug going around the technology department. He is our network administrator. Tony oversees over 51 servers, most of them virtualized. He also runs the entire network. He's in control of the network monitoring, all those upgrades, network upgrades. So he's in charge of all those types of things. We also have Chris Bauer. Chris Bauer is the assistant network administrator. Chris kind of runs the whole grading system. So any problems with teachers have with grades or any type of issues, Chris is there to help fix, do some training. And he also helps with any other technology issues that we may arise. We also have Chris Clausen. He's a PC technician. Chris and then Ron Gulpin. They're both PC technicians, but they're way more than PC technicians. These guys can do anything from configuring switches, servers, building servers, to rolling out everyday technology and fixing tickets. So and then we also have Jamie Osborne. Jamie is our information analyst. Jamie kind of runs the database side of the house. He kind of manages the financial system, the special ed softwares. He does all our uploading, downloading of information to the state, our PIMS reporter, and he also fixes various, we have a help desk where teachers submit issues electronically, and then the tech department, we actually, can fix most things remotely without even leaving the office now that we have everything automated. Right. And Jamie and everybody on the team actually fixes, corrects issues remotely, throughout the day. So I can't say enough about those guys. We have a really good team. We're lucky to have every one of those guys on the Armstrong School District team. I don't want to leave out is Greg Jordan. Greg Jordan works with the maintenance staff, but he's also, I guess you could say, half maintenance and half PC technician. Right now, Greg is out installing all these whiteboards. He single-handedly installed these whiteboards throughout the district, and we're talking over 300 some whiteboards that he has installed. And he also, does PC imaging for us, and he does fixes printers, projectors. He kind of does anything that we ask him to do, and he has been a wonderful asset to the Armstrong School District also.
All right. And I know that he's also kind of been forced to learn a little bit about the in-house TV systems of all of our schools, with Comcast switching everything over and the way that runs. And we have some very old pieces of equipment that run the cable channels through our buildings. So I know that he's been in and out, especially down here and a couple other buildings, trying to keep all the cable running, and even the closed circuit television for morning announcements and things of that nature. So.
Yeah, I consider him the utility man.
Yeah, he really is. Now let's move into some of the new stuff for this year. Let's talk about the 21st century classrooms.
Okay, when I first came to the district in 2007, when I walked through the door, 21st century classrooms was very limited. With the CFF grant, we really increased that to, I don't know if it was 35 classrooms at that time. We really had a push to integrate technology into those classrooms. Now when you say 21st century classroom here shortly, we're going to be able to say, all our classrooms are 21st century. and that is, they have the technology in there where they have the ability to, have the projectors, active response systems, laptops. All teachers have access to a mobile laptop card. They all have access to, projectors. They have, document cameras. It's all there for their use. And probably one of the biggest issues we have with 21st century classrooms is the training part. The Armstrong District is a school district very spread out. We have, buildings, all over the place, and it's hard to bring everybody together to do that training and get everyone trained. So that's probably the most challenging part of technology, I think, in the integration in the classroom is just the training and to manage to get 500 teachers trained on how to use this technology and integrate it properly in the classroom. And we have tech mentors at each of the schools that have been wonderful at doing that turnaround training. And we rely on in-services and different things to try to get that training. But it is definitely probably one of the most challenging things with the 21st century is just getting teachers trained and exposed to that technology so that they become proficient and able to use it daily within the Armstrong School District. And if you walk down the halls of a school district now with all these whiteboards, you can see it. You can see the teachers using it, implementing in their daily lessons. And we're the first ones to hear when something's wrong with the whiteboard. The ticket comes in and it's always critical ticket. My whiteboard's down. I can't teach my lessons if I don't have my whiteboard. So they're definitely out there. And that's probably where we see it the most because I don't get a chance to get out in the schools as much as I would like. But I definitely see that they're being used within our help desk and ticket system.
Okay, good. Now, it seems our district's been very fortunate to be awarded several grants over a variety of different subjects over the last few years. You're currently working with the Enhancing Education Through Technology grant. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, last year, it was the year before last, I believe, that I won the Enhancing Education Through Technology grant. And what the grant was, like I said before, the CFF was the high school, and then we had received the stimulus money, and we were starting to install the stimulus money, and we started installing the boards at kindergarten through first grade, I believe it was. And then, we focused, the CFF grant was focused from students 7 through 12.
Right.
So that's kind of where it ended. So we have done nothing with the elementary in opposed to grants. Well, when I won the EET grant, I focused it on the 6th grade and what that was to help, supplement the stimulus money because we didn't have enough money at that time with the stimulus to put all these whiteboards in. And I actually focused the 21st century classroom on the 6th grade where we were able to purchase for every classroom received a whiteboard. They received a projector. They have a laptop, 1 or 2 laptop carts to share, and we actually provide them with webcams. Each teacher received a laptop, so they have their own laptop. So they have the ability now to do that video conferencing between classrooms within the district or, like I said, globally. So that's kind of what the ETT grant was all about. What was exciting when we did the grant, we did like a post-test for the teachers and students to see what they knew about technology and the integration of technology. And then we did a post-test after the grant at the end of last year, and we saw significant increases in all categories for what the students and teachers learned about just technology in general and the implementation, the integration, and the use of it. So it was a very positive grant. So we kind of wrapped that up last year, so it's kind of just continuing on with the use of technology within the 6th grade classrooms.
Okay. Now, it is technology, so you guys are always busy, but what is your busiest time of the year and why?
First day of school. We're busy all the time. I can't say we're never not busy. The beginning of school is really the busiest time of the year. We have, 5,500 students in the district and 500 teachers. Well, as I mentioned before, we have numerous software packages.
Right.
So if you got to figure, say we have, and I know we have over 10 software packages where students and teachers need accounts to, there's thousands and thousands of accounts and grade promotions we have to do within systems. Right. And not only that, in the summertime, the custodians pull all the equipment out of the classrooms, they clean the classrooms, and they put all the equipment back. Well, sometimes the equipment isn't connected correctly, or it isn't, or there's some problem there, or something is missing, something got broken over the summer.
Right.
So we have, hundreds of tickets that come in. I mean, at any one day we can get, on an average day within the technology department, we receive anywhere from 30 to 50 tickets to 70 tickets a day.
Wow.
In the summertime, in the beginning of school, we could receive 150 tickets a day. So with 2 technicians to go to the buildings and then the rest of the staff helping out is how we try to manage to keep that ticket count down. But it's definitely the beginning of school, and that runs from the first day of school starts until probably mid-October, until things kind of settle down where I feel that we got a grasp on what's going on. So, but yeah, that's probably the busiest.
Back to the point where you're caught up and kind of dug out from underneath yourself.
Yeah.
There, so. Now, do you offer any type of job shadowing or internship opportunities, and how can people contact you for more information on it?
Absolutely. Internships or job shadow. Since I've come to the district, we've had interns or somebody job shadowing since 2007 that I know of, and I don't know what the past directors do, but I assume they did the same thing. So basically, if somebody needs an internship, they would just contact me directly. My information's on the website, or they call the administrative building and ask me about any internships that they're interested in, and we can talk about those. And I'm very accommodating, but I want the internship to meet what they're looking for too, because I have very specific jobs that need completed within the technology department, and if it doesn't align up with what they're studying, then it would be a waste of time. So I actually discuss with them what they're looking for to get out of the internship before they embark on it. And then just in the summertime we hire summer technicians, and we advertise those actually on the ASD website and in the paper, and we usually hire 2 to 3 summer technicians. Summer's a very busy time too, is where we're upgrading our operating systems, doing all our patches and those types of things, and we're touching all the computers in the district usually. So we welcome any summer technician that's interested in working with the Armstrong School District too, and that's, like I said, advertised.
Right. I mean, that's kind of how I got my start actually with the district. In 2007, I interned with the district.
Okay.
And part of it was mostly through the technology department, and that was actually right before you came in. It was actually the transition between our previous director and when you were coming in. And I worked with the technology department. I did a little bit of everything though. I spent a couple of weeks in different areas, and that was part of how I completed my master's degree, and that was a requirement for it. So. And
we still ask you to do things for us.
Yeah, you do, and that's fine. It's good to be well-rounded.
That's right.
Now, is there anything else that? Before we get to wrapping it up, if we were to take a long view of the school district, the technology department as a whole, where do you see, or where would you like to see the ASD technology department in the future?
That's a good question. I guess if I look at that, I want to look at just technology in general throughout the district, the vision for the Armstrong School District. I think our short-term goal is one of the things where we need to, improve on, and we've been trying to do this. It's very costly. Is providing wireless throughout every building in every school. Right now, we have, West Shamokin is completely wireless. We have the West Hills complex is wireless, and then the other buildings we have, wireless in the office and your common areas. And at the high school with the CFF, we were able to put a number of wireless access points in also, but not all the schools are covered completely with wireless. Well, you see the technology push coming, is mobile devices, mobile computing, your iPads, your iPods, you got your, a lot of the districts are looking into using 3G phones to do those things. Well, in order to do all those things, you need to have wireless. And I think that's really the short-term goal is for this district is to get wireless installed in every school. We were lucky enough to actually have the money last year to just go ahead and wire West Shamokin High School, and that was one of the first buildings we completed, and we're looking to do the rest of the schools in a short amount of time, I would hope. And then in the long-term view, it's just keeping up with the technology. Our infrastructure, we're always upgrading our infrastructure, our servers in those areas, and then with the integration of technology, we're looking at the 21st century classroom model for every classroom. We're not there yet, and we need to be there, and that's what we're working on now. We're almost there. After that, it kind of, as the new technologies emerge, and that's going to help drive our future, I think, where we're going with Web 2.0, the other applications, and I think that's where we need to look in the future. Web 2.0 is kind of, taking off, and, everything's going to the cloud. We're also actually building our own cloud as we speak now to allow teachers and students to access files from everywhere, and something we're pretty close to, completing. Hopefully we'll be in the testing phase soon, so we hope soon that we'll be able to roll out, a cloud for, students to keep their files they can access from home, access from school. But there's a lot of areas that need to be testing, a lot of security issues that need to be resolved before we move in that direction, but we're almost there. So I see a lot of, the technology is moving toward, your cloud-based, the internet-based as away from everything used to be client-based on the PC, on a server, but it's kind of all moving toward the internet, and that's kind of where we're already heading with the technology department with these new technologies.
Okay, good. Now, before we wrap it up here, is there anything else you'd like to share for the benefit of our viewers, or anything we didn't cover?
I don't think so. I think that I'm very fortunate to work for the Armstrong School District. I appreciate all the support from the community and from the school board and from the administration, and I just wish everybody a happy holiday. Okay.
All right, that is our show for today. I'd like to thank our guest, Mr. Brad Schreckengoss, Director of Technology for the Armstrong School District, for giving his very busy schedule to talk to us about the district's wonderful technologies today. Our thanks also go out to the TV production students of Katanning High School, led by their teacher, Mr. Don Swanson. They were our film crew today. Please join us again next week for another look at the Armstrong School District. Visit our website for updated information and news about the district, and have a great week.